I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
I think Blue's a goddamn grease fire. Whoever the fuck you are. What do we got? Happy Thanksgiving. Damn it. I just turned on my fucking interface and my keyboards and my guitars, and I was about ready to do some shit, but you know what? Why not? Batman is the mechanic. I'm drunk. It's not a shock. Early in the morning. Let's go. How long is our first holdup going to be?
All right. Welcome
John
to
Cole, Blue,
another
what's up?
wonderful episode of Batman Radio. So, let me explain this to y'all real quick. Batman is the world's greatest detective. Okay? That's number one. Number two, everything that I have done here, all the evidence that I've brought forward, right? It all counts for something. It all means everything.
It does.
I'm going to say it again. You folks have, you've done what everybody does all over social media now. You've tried to argue reality a million.
I'm just going to stop right now and go, what do you want, Shamrock?
Nothing.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How was your Thanksgiving?
Eh.
You guys blew off some mortars and shit?
That guy and our daughter went to his aunt's, and I stayed home. So, yeah, they had a great Thanksgiving.
Busted some shit up?
Yeah.
Right on. All right, we got a late episode going tonight, so it's Thanksgiving. It's a holiday. We're diving deep, and yeah, we've been drinking, and we're high.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Batman is the mechanic.
Times you've tried to deny reality. I've told people reality
CIA,
over and over and over and over
Jackal
again. I've
Lobster.
told y'all a million times. I told you that these federal lawsuits were getting filed. I told you that the feds were investigating all of these places. I told you all of this was coming. I told you all of it would happen. And now we're finally here. That's right. Because I just got confirmation, right, that apparently some of these criminals, right, on this network, right, that basically, how do I put it? I mean, if you have organizations, actual organizations, talking to you or trying to contact.
Skip's been drinking since like early morning. How bad are you? Okay, let's go on a Skip level. 2-4, 2-5.
Contact you, and basically, dudes have admitted literally that they're trying to contact them and they're trying to talk to them, right? And that they basically are attributing, and basically they're pointing out and holding them responsible. Finally, these folks on here that I've been talking about this every day, how these folks get down and how they do things. I mean, what do you think I'm doing? Even when I'm on here, I'm at work. That's what these folks never talk about. I'm working, bro. I'm always working. I pay attention to these criminals on here for a reason. I pay attention to what the red triangles do for a reason. I pay attention to what all y'all do on here on your little streams for a reason. Okay? Now, the difference between me and other people.
Doesn't he always say he never pays attention to any of our streams?
People, right, is I'm not running and telling. I'm not talking to folks. I don't do that. Never have, never will. Don't have to. I just do my job. See what I'm saying? I just do my part. I operate independently. So you got to really understand something here, bro. This is complete confirmation now. Okay? That everything I told y'all, everything I predicted is coming right around the corner. It's right here, baby. There's no more waiting. It's common sense, right? If folks are saying that they're talking to these organizations, right, and they're saying that the organizations, right, want to speak with them, and that the organizations have already said, hey, you know, we see your behavior and what you're doing online. These folks are stuttering, okay? They're stuttering, they're scared, they're shook, they're on this network, and now they want to backpedal. But you've been doing this behavior almost every single day and talking reckless and talking crazy, and you got an answer for everything. And the worst part is none of y'all even have any experience. You have no experience in anything, so that's why you do that, because you're just online narking and you think that it's a game. And I've tried to explain to folks a million times,
It is
ain't
a game.
nothing a game on here.
This
is reality,
This is
bro.
a game.
Anything you do online, right, you're accountable for it. You're responsible for it. That's on you. See what I'm saying? Now, when you go on panels and stuff, right?
Video game. We spend money on this game.
You're not responsible for what other people do. You're not responsible for what other people say. That's why I come around, in case you ain't noticed. That's why I keep coming around. You know, some stuff is my entertainment, but I'm also watching and keeping an eye on what's going on. You
The
don't
Most
get it, bro.
Dangerous Game is a great book.
Y'all really don't get it, bro.
Wasn't much of a
Let me
reader
fix that.
as a kid, but The Most
Get that
Dangerous
little
Game was a great book. Fuck you, Joey.
Nope. There we go. So you just got to understand, you know, people talk. People can believe what they want. People can tell themselves what they like.
What did you guys have for grits?
It's clear as day, bro. It's clear as the day that all these arrests are about to be made. Finally, right? What it sounds like is that the FBI or the feds or whatever, I don't care what organization does it or what organization it is, but it sounds like finally, right, they're starting to pay attention, right? Which, you know, means that hopefully, you know, they're going to do their job. You know, hopefully these arrests will be made, because that's what's needed to happen this entire time. You understand? Basically, if the FBI is doing their job correctly, what will happen, you know, in turn, common sense is that this network will be completely revamped. Every download and reading that I told you is 100% true. And I'm going to give you divine confirmation proof again that I'm directly connected to God right now. There was a reading that just came out recently, and I didn't think much of it, and I didn't know who it pertained to. And it said something about that, folks, somebody was living a double life and that they were on an FBI watch list. And what happened is that one of these folks on here, one of these predecessors, criminals, whatever you want to call them, right? Listen. One of them just admitted, I just saw, like right now, one of them just admitted and said that they were informed that they are on an FBI watch list on here. And for what? For what? For everything that I said that the red triangles do and have been responsible for the past, I don't know how many decades. So newsflash, honeys, newsflash, Trilees, newsflash, homie, I'm not going to have to file a federal lawsuit or take any matter to court. That comes after, because if there's already FBI watch lists, right, that means all the criminals on here are on that watch list, which would be comprised of the entire red triangles, which is most of YouTube, right? So that means they're paying attention to every little thing now. Hopefully, if they're doing their job correct. That means they know exactly who I am, right? And they know that, I mean, I'm really good at what I do, because I can guarantee you they would have never investigated this matter had it not been for me. That's just a fact.
Wow.
They would have never even batted an eyelash had I not brought this to the forefront and made it a public issue. And along with
How many eyelashes would you sacrifice, Shamrock?
Maybe 2.
my fame that I keep gaining, see, y'all don't understand.
What's
My
up, Tricky?
fame is
Maybe
literally
2.
like
Hi,
y'all's
Tricky.
karma and downfall. Literally, because the more fame that I get, the more criminals get locked up and arrested. I'm not about running and telling. I never have, never will, don't have to. I'm about bringing out the truth and exposing the truth and being really good at what I do, which is I expose the truth. I expose your crimes. I expose your illegal organizations. I expose what you're doing. And I literally get illegal organizations shut down all the time. Nobody can mess with me. That's the truth. You know what I mean? So my deal is, like I said, I mean, I'm not going to have to file the federal lawsuit. I'm still going to. I'm going to be filing a couple of them, probably a lot of them. You know what I mean? Real talk. But
You know what? Fuck Joey here for a minute. I hope everyone in here that's taking the time to sit here and listen to my fucking ass and this asshole. Hope y'all had a good week or whatever it is you celebrate, wherever it is you're from. But we're here, and yeah, I've been drinking, I've been smoking, so we're having.
the point is, the other reading said it. It said you're going to be on vacation while they're in prison. What it said. Y'all going to be in jail. Y'all going to be locked up. And Christina and I are going to be on vacation. That's what's coming around the corner. That's the next movie. Here, give me a minute. So, like I said, I've done my part. I've done a hell of a job. I've done my job. I've done God's will. I've done God's work, and I'm barely getting started. That's why when God tells me and sends me downloads and messages and says, you know, like basically it's over. You did your part. You did it. I made it, bro. Like
He sounds like the guy that wakes up in the morning after Thanksgiving and walks into the kitchen and looks at the sink and going, "Oh fuck, I got to take care of this shit today."
Proud, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm going through a lot, but I'm proud, man. I'm proud that I was able to contribute and do something that was really for the good of the world and good of the public already, man. I'm truly proud of that. I'm happy and beyond proud of myself.
All right, Shamrock, do you guys clean up and make sure Thanksgiving is cleaned up before you go to bed, or do you do it the next day?
Before.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So what you can expect in the very near future, common sense, is that YouTube is clearly about to get cleaned up. As far as on this network, there's going to be a bunch of arrests made. It's just common sense. That's what's coming next. There's going to be a lot of criminals going to jail. There's going to be a lot of people losing their jobs and going to jail. I'm seeing things change everywhere I even go or walk. I'm telling you, the feds are investigating these places, and all of it has to do with the way that folks treated me and the way that folks kept doing what they was doing. So, like I said, I'm going to have like huge lawsuits. Okay, they're going to have to pay me massive settlements because the truth is going to come out, and not the FBI, not no organization, not nobody can hide the truth that I'm the one who brought this forward. You understand? Like literally, I'm just telling you the truth. There's no way that any of these investigations would have ever happened or taken place had I not made this a public issue. It's because I made a scene and because I was smart enough to do what I knew was the right thing and make this a public spectacle. That's the reality. So you got to give credit where credit's due, homie. And that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is give me my credit, bro. You know what I mean? Like real talk. They ought to cut me a check straight up. You know what I mean? And I'm for real because I'm incorruptible and because I stood my ground this whole time and stood up to everybody. I had to put in all the actual work as Batman in the street. That's what y'all don't get. What I've done is on such a high level, it's unreal. I told y'all we operate above the feds. I'm not playing. I'm 100% real and legit. I'm telling you the truth, and this is what I'm always going to do for a career now. This is like my calling, not just my job, but my calling. I'm appointed by God. So they might end up, cutting me a check. They might end up giving me a deal where I can work with them or for them. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some offers put on the table for me, because there's no way they can ignore this. They could pretend, but I mean, I don't think they're going to want to do that.
Who?
I mean, if they're sincere or genuine at all, and they're not like these
Prestige
people, they're not
Worldwide?
going to want to do that. They're not going to want to hide the truth. They're going to come out and they're going to have to admit it and say, yeah, it was all because of him and his work that he did as Batman. It was because of his stand against crime and corruption, literally. If it wasn't for him and everything he exposed publicly and everything that he did, every effort, all the work I put into the street this whole time, why do you think I did this? This was a huge project. This is one of the biggest, these are the biggest cases, biggest federal lawsuit. I mean, we're talking about massive federal indictments. We're talking about RICO cases. We're talking about, I mean, red triangles and league organizations that
Hell,
trickle into
Sartan.
companies, like possibly like IBM, allegedly, like real huge corporations. It ties into all corporate America. Yeah, you had the same guy just said that he's on an FBI watch list now. This is all brand new. I just found this out. Talking about, he just admitted and blurted out his mouth. He already self-snitching and telling on him. I told y'all going to sing like canaries and tell on each other. I already knew. And he's already blurted out his mouth the next step of the puzzle, which proves why I'm filing federal lawsuits and what I'm exposing, which is all of corporate America. He just said it and blurted it out and admitted that there's folks on this network that are involved in trafficking. Boy, stop it. I'm better than everybody at their job. Real talk.
Boys getting fired up.
Yep.
I got them self-snitching and telling on themselves. Coach, you better grab your dictionary. You better grab your manual on how to do this. Oh, wait, there ain't one because there's no school for this. I'm the best in the business, homie.
This is so
got
brutal.
Got them learning and telling on
amazing.
themselves.
It's just brutal. The late night comedy streams are just brutal. It is. But just wait for that gem.
Self-snitching. I'm telling you, that boy is stuttering, bro. He's stuttering like Clifton Rainey out here. Today, Junior. Yeah, that boy is shook. Real talk. They is shook, Coach. I got him shook, Coach. I told you. All that.
The only reason I am on here this late doing this is because I have no sponsibles. No sponsibles tomorrow.
Gangsta talk went out the window real quick. Yeah, I told you these are little homies, bro. Ain't none of these people G'd up. I told you this, man. I'm not faking nothing, bro. Everything's real with me. Everybody knows, too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I told y'all, bro. You ain't never seen me change my demeanor. Ever. In the history of man and time, you ain't never seen me change my demeanor or backpedal or switch up. Homie is stuttering, tripping over himself, tripping over his words. He already scared. And you got the other dude right there talking to him, right? Yeah. That stuff is crazy to me, son. That's crazy. Real talk. Like, that's crazy, homie. And I'm going to tell you who I'm talking about. Groovy Jimmy. They got Cyber over there still in his ear, still talking to him like he giving him advice. Homie, let me explain something to you, right? If you are a part of that and you really cool with Groovy Jimmy and you friends with him and he admits now that he just said he's on an FBI watch list, you literally, right, are one of his closest counterparts. What does that sound like to you? If you're a counterpart and this all is comprised of a RICO case, right? What do you think, that you're invisible? He thinks he's invisible like a cockroach when you turn on the light. He thinks that he's running and hiding from reality because everyone who can think knows that Cyber is a narcissist, and he supposedly lost that little lawsuit, which was what, a restraining order? That's not even a lawsuit. That's just basic stuff. They don't even know what to call things. It's not a lawsuit. That's like a civil matter, bro. And he was trying to get money out the deal because he's poor and broke, and he's up there in New York where the living cost is too high, and he's about to be homeless. That's the facts. I'm just telling you the truth. Yeah. So all that fake laughing, are you fake laughing now? I mean, are you fake laughing now? Real talk. Cyber's the one came over here talking about, well, I don't want you talking about things that may not be facts. The only person who didn't bring facts is clearly you. If you lost your little whatever lawsuit, whatever in court, trying to put a restraining order on you know who, right? On real life is not in cyberspace, right? The fake tone space girlfriend, right? Mind you, this is all stuff that they're doing. I have nothing to do with these people. I don't know them, nothing like that. This is just entertainment on YouTube for me. I pay attention because I'm smart and I'm figuring it all out. Facts. So like I said, the person who can't get their facts straight clearly is you. If you couldn't win, you know, in a lawsuit or whatever for a restraining order, you clearly didn't have your facts straight, right? And I'm just saying, that's the hearsay going around. They saying that you lost. That's all I heard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know and I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. Like, I don't pay attention to other people. But what I'm saying is, you keep being right in the ear of this Groovy Jimmy individual, and he just came out publicly and admitted that literally he's on an FBI watch list. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So if he's on an FBI watch list, what, you think the rest of y'all invisible? They think this is Harry Potter. They've been reading too much Harry Potter. They think we playing Quidditch out here, little homie. They think they invisible now. Oh my goodness. I done told you these were slow criminals. I told you day one. All I'm going to say is I hope that all these jails and prisons offer visitation hours, because when Christina and I are sitting on over $18.1 million, okay, and all these folks are in prison, I'm going to do everything I can and ask every question and try to talk and figure out if there's a way for me to just, you know.
God damn it. What the hell does that guy want?
Just popped in to check out the transdimensional glory hole.
Does 0.1 make a difference in like $18 million and then you get to 0.1? Does that make a difference?
Yeah, it's walking around money.
How much is it?
It'll buy you some furniture.
Buy you some inner tubes?
Have the visitation hours so I can just go see him and talk to him, and just so I can have a good old laugh. How you doing? You know, you've been in here 7 years now. I just wanted to remind you. How you doing today?
What you doing in my waters?
You've been in here a minute.
You ever drank Bailey's out of it?
Do you love me?
So, you know, I just got done eating at Chili's. You know, how's that?
3 meals
a day, hots in a cot. How's that going for you here in this wonderful retirement home? All right, it's not a retirement home, it's jail. Yeah. See, y'all don't get it, man. I'm not.
You know, this is a good marriage.
Position.
You know, this is good marriage when you have a husband and wife that are sitting here right now, Shamrock and that guy, and they can sit here and tolerate this and tolerate myself, and still are just combined as one. That's amazing.
I think we're just numb at this point.
I don't have no friends. That's why I don't. That's why I don't trust.
He's trying to say something heartfelt, that guy.
Oh, okay.
Way to shit all of his good intentions.
Trust nobody. That's why I don't trust none of y'all. That's why I make sure that all y'all like stay away from me, keep your distance. Like, I'm real smart, bro. Like, oh, I'll play you close. Don't worry. I'll figure out what I need to figure out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to figure out everything. I'm going to get the information I need. I know what I'm doing. But like I said, folks don't even get what's going on. And the craziest part, like I said, I have nothing to do with nothing going on. I have nothing to do with nothing y'all talking about. And that's the thing. They so quick to want to blame folks. So they talking about, oh, well, this person told, this person must have told. Maybe you just getting held accountable. Why does it always have to be blame shifting?
Why?
Huh, Groovy Jimmy? Good question, right? Why is it never your fault? Why is it always someone else's fault? That doesn't sound like a narcissist to you?
That's a damn good question, Joey.
It's always somebody else's fault, huh, Groovy Jimmy? It was their fault, right, for the way they raised you and then why you turned out this way, right? It was everybody else's fault. Well, I'm going to tell you whose fault it is that you're on an FBI watch list. Yours.
Shit.
And again, this is out of his own mouth. So when people like Cyber want to question reality because they're delusional and say, if it's true, what do you mean, if it's true? If it's not true, he shouldn't be going on public airwaves saying it. That might be another crime. I mean, you can't just come on airwaves.
Jesus.
I mean, they've got people posing like they're having fake courtrooms. That's going to come out in this federal lawsuit. Everything that y'all have done is
Holy
going to come
shit,
out
he
and get
took a
looked
left
at. And
turn.
I'm pretty sure those are felonies. You can't create your own courtroom. I don't care if you're acting like it's a joke or not. You can't do that, bro. You were literally holding a court session on YouTube and pretending that y'all were judges and DAs and lawyers. I'm pretty sure that's felonies, homie. Apparently you don't know the law at all, smart one.
You can't create your own courtroom.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. Talk about they laughing at anyone else, but they got no self-awareness and don't know the law at all. Like, are you serious, bro? Y'all funny as hell, bro. But yet, have you seen anyone do what you're doing? Who the hell else is acting like they created their own courtroom? In the history of time, have you ever seen anyone do that? Ever?
Do you guys ever attempt to create your own courtroom?
Ever. I mean, they don't even do that on like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's the only show I think that folks might do that. And these people never thought about that, but they claim they slick, they smart, they want to tell everyone else something. Well, they hide behind their computer for decades, right? Well, I mean, all the hiding, I mean, it's clearly just not going to work anymore because, I mean, you can't hide from the FBI. I mean, if you're on an FBI watch list, this dude is so crazy, the Groovy Jimmy dude, and I'm talking about all these folks right now, but going back to Groovy Jimmy, he said he'll go on the run, basically. This is how delusional they are. And he'll go get a little job somewhere and get him a little apartment or whatever in some other place, and he's just going to keep running. Bro. Oh, my goodness. Bro, I was on the run for 7 years. Okay, for real. If you think that you're smart as me and you can move like me, I mean, you've missed the whole point of reality, buddy. Believe me, you are not ready to go on the run, bro. Okay, that run is going to be like them dudes that broke out of that Louisiana prison, and the one was sitting there begging for his freedom, talking about, I didn't mean to leave. I had to go. Like, what do you mean you had? You don't have to do nothing. You could have stayed there like a good prisoner and done what you're supposed to do so you can get your time over and get the hell out of there, hopefully. You ran, and you need to be held responsible for running, period. He was trying to beg Lil Wayne. Yeah, like Lil Wayne's broke self is going to help you, man. Get out of here with that. All you New Orleans little homies like TJ are delusional. You believe in some alternate reality that doesn't exist. Let me tell you something about all the homies in New Orleans. None of them do anything. They just sit there and exist. That's all they ever done. Real talk. And New Orleans is great. The place is beautiful. The people there are a joke. They don't do anything and they don't get anything done. That's the truth. They have attitudes while they work kitchen jobs like do your job and be quiet and cook my food, homie. How about that? How about them?
So is it Smoking the Bandit part 1, 2, or 3 when he's trying?
That's a big bushel of apples. How you like them apples? It's ridiculous out here.
I have no idea.
That little homie got an answer for everything. Like, so you gonna go on the run now? That's what he said. He said, I'm gonna go fly a kite. You got an answer for everything. I'm gonna go buy a jumbo jet. I mean, yeah, me too, bro. I got a purple unicorn that follows me around and never stops talking. I mean, come on, dude. This is getting out of hand, bro. These people will just say anything, bro. Like, yeah, I'm actually a pink unicorn. Like, what? I'm not a Batman. I'm a unicorn, silly. These are the silliest criminals I've ever seen. All the red triangles, like, it's just common sense, bro. You know what I mean? Real talk. It's common sense, bro. Real talk. Like I said, if he's on FBI watch list, bro, and he talking about they actually came and tried to talk to him and they looking for him and trying to contact him, bro. He's talking about the actual agencies, bro. Like the top agencies in this country and world. Okay? Like that ain't no joke, bro. If they saying you on an FBI watch list, bro, I'm sorry, but why would you not be panicking right now? Like, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? Trying to talk your way out of it. The cyber dude who knows nothing about the law but keeps running his mouth is sitting there spreading more misinformation because all you do is bring stuff that ain't facts. Talk about that, partner. What you mean? Huh? If you had facts, what's up then? How come you ain't saying nothing, huh? Right. He ran from every conversation I ever had. That's a fact. You want to give him advice, oh, go get you a lawyer. And he said if you get you a lawyer and you ask for something about full discovery or whatever, oh, the agencies can't do this and that. Boy, the agencies can do whatever the hell they want. No, that's not how it works. Just because you have an attorney doesn't mean anything. They don't care that you have an attorney. But if you're on an FBI watch list, do you think they say, oh, did he get an attorney? Can you imagine that? Oh, did he get an attorney? If he got an attorney, I guess we can't place out the warrants and make the arrest, right? Like, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard, Cyber. Please pick you up a law book. Like, go to your local Barnes & Noble and order Law for Dummies and read that. Maybe you know, that's perfect for you, buddy. What the hell is he high on? What is he talking about, bro? Like, literally.
Why does he go to Barnes and Noble to charge his phone?
What is wrong with that dude? So losing one lawsuit or trying to file a restraining
there's one
order
in
and
his
that
neighborhood.
failing, that
I got to recheck. I just walked back in. I had to piss, so I'm rechecking right now.
wasn't enough. And it's crazy because the person that you were trying to file the restraining order on really does this stuff. So how did you lose a case that you should have won? Like Tone Space, you got him issuing an illegal statement on camera and you didn't think to press charges? What the hell is wrong with you? I'm sorry, bro, but you can say what you want, but that whole panel is just filled with failures, bro. I'm sorry, that's the truth, bro. I mean, you can't fail any more than this. You didn't press charges where you should have, right? So Tone Space got away with his illegal statement, right? You didn't prove anything concerning anyone. We all already knew that Tone Space was a coward and fugazi and fake, and Tone Space is a gang stalker. Tone Space is another one, right, who's a part of this and part of the Red Triangles. And y'all should definitely be worried and stressed and concerned because every time that I say your name, you think they're not listening? I mean, why do you think I keep bringing y'all up right now? You think I like talking about you folks? Why the hell would I like talking about people who can't accomplish anything if they all got together? You folks couldn't screw in a light bulb, homie.
So Stiggy,
Real talk, if you had all of you in a mat.
Dutch.
For how many years have these people typed to me hiding and acted like they knew me, like, or something, like we have a relationship going on, like we're connected or something? Like, I don't know any of these folks. I don't know one person on this network. These people will
Not
sit
a
there
goddamn one.
and act like we cool or something while they sitting there and committing tons of crimes and talking crazy. Like talking just weird.
Is it Quasi? What's the proper spelling of Quasi?
Crazy.
Is there a
Crazy
Q
for
in-
feeling so lonely.
Weird in a way no one would ever talk to me. Like, what is that, bro? I ain't got nothing to do with you folks. Nothing. Are you serious? Like, I pay attention because you're my entertainment. I pay attention because, like I said,
Is there a
I was
K?
gonna make
W?
sure that I saw this through. I'm gonna make sure I do
I think
my
so.
job and my part in it, and I'm gonna make sure this is all exposed publicly. So yeah, Tone Space can put on his "I'm cute and I'm a goody two shoes" all of a sudden act, right, and pretend that he's 7 feet tall.
I gotta
mean,
go
you're
cue
probably
you.
6 foot something. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah?
you know, you look. I mean,
I bet money on
you're
it.
not exactly pure muscle. We'll just put it like that.
Quasi. Well, now that's
No,
a
you
different
look like
meaning.
a big stork running around
Okay,
here.
now we're gonna fight.
think
Now-
it has like a Y in it, like quasi.
Now we're just gonna have a fight. How many syllables and maybe A-E-I-O-U schwa sounds can we get out of here? God damn it.
We'll go
How
with it.
many have you had?
Oh, wait.
Enough. Not enough.
No.
Now
Not
I tried to
Hold
spell
on.
it.
Hold on, Champ. I
tried
have
to
one
spell
that's
it
fully open.
Q-U-
Let me open another one.
Quayzee, and it wouldn't let it go through. Did it think I was spamming?
Son of a quasi sting.
Like literally, like you look like a stork that's walking on two legs. I guess they do, but I mean they fly too, and you definitely ain't flying anytime soon.
Hey, I'm going to say this though. In my defense, I have not been live today, and I have not used any fucking effects, but that guy did.
Did I use an effect?
Which one did you use?
Applause.
Don't use the gay applause anymore. I hate it. I hate the
No,
applause.
I didn't use the gay applause.
He's ruined
It was
fucking
last. That was last night. I was hitting
You
the
used
boo.
it today.
No, I didn't.
I thought you did.
No, that was Joey. No, I was last night. I was hitting the boo every time Joey would applaud.
Yeah, the boo's okay. I like the boo. It's cool, but this fucking faggot has ruined the fucking gay applause for me. I hate it. Every time I hear it, I want to punch kittens. I hate
Is it a gay applause or an alternative lifestyle applause?
No, it's a faggot ass applause.
Damn!
The
No,
only
it's
flying
gay.
you did
Gay
is
as
when you got
ever.
on that
Gay as
plane, and then
heck.
you still gang stalked Cyber while you
So
were on the
gang
plane
stalk-
too. Like
gang-
your stalking never turns off.
Hey,
Apparently,
stop
you don't
fighting.
have an off
Hey, hey.
switch for your stalking mechanism. Ridiculous, bro. You're a true
Oh, I
gang
know why he's
stalker.
mad
It's
because it's
unreal,
Thanksgiving
man.
and he didn't.
Can you imagine somebody
He probably
taking
had
you to
Vienna
court
sausage
so you
ramen
gang
for
stalk them
Thanksgiving.
on the way to the lawsuit or to the courtroom? That's crazy. He said, "Oh, I see him." Yeah, the dude was waiting across the street, peering over, and probably had been stalking the entire time. You don't know how many hours he might have been looking at you. You know, Tone's face
Blues
might have
on
had
Team
eyes
Shamrock.
on you the entire time.
I think it's
He's
because
just,
it's Thanksgiving and his mom didn't share half of her turkey sub from Subway.
Is it still the same one from 6 months ago?
Probably.
such a coward. He'll act surprised when you finally turn around and see, oh, he's looking at me.
Joey, want to look at Tone's face so bad. You
So
jumped
all these-
cities, bitch. You went on an emergency vacation. You forfeited your paycheck. Remember that?
Gotta
Just to
go.
get away from Tone.
Gotta go.
Games that y'all been playing on YouTube every single day for this long, right? Hey,
Gotta run.
guess what? Game over. That's what time it is. Yep, all them games that y'all been playing this entire time that you tried to normalize, all the things that you talk about, all them different components. You've heard Groovy Jimmy already admit to about 50 felonies each episode. Like I said, first of all, you're going to have to check the jugs that he has, that everybody knows he has, because that's just disgusting and wrong. And it can be considered a you know what. That's one felony. That's number one.
You know what? Because Joey
No.
wants to check his jugs.
Number two, he just admitted that there's a
even
private
if-
Discord server that they all use.
Word you
Go ahead.
used probably was the wrong word to use.
Does Jimmy have nice jugs? Why does Joey
Yeah.
want to see Jimmy's jugs?
Are Jimmy's jugs public? Because I've not seen his jugs.
I don't know, but this
You might want
Does
to
he have
look
an
into
only
that,
jugs?
right? That's probably pretty
God
important because guess what? All
Jimmy's
of them people
chugs
been
go
using
jingle
Discord
jangle
servers
Jimmy
this entire
Jugs.
time to do what they're doing, and it's all a bunch of illegal activity and crimes.
All right,
So that
we're
would be
9
felony
minutes
number two.
behind. He's still going. I'm going to crack it up.
See,
Benny,
this is the problem why I'm literally like the best in the game. Literally, like honestly, I'm better. I could do these folks' job 8
We'll go
million
a buck
times
and a
better. All of
quarter.
y'all. I don't care how anybody feels about it. It's the truth, little homie. Okay. And then on top of that, I mean, how did I put it? I mean, yeah, we all know the illegal statements that you issue
Yeah,
every
Team
single
Piss,
episode of your
Sticky.
non-existent show.
Of
I mean, you
course.
don't even make digital money. You just get on here and talk reckless and commit crimes. But that last episode, you were holding back a little bit, weren't you? You know why? Because you're scared. That's why. It's okay to admit we're scared sometimes, Groovy Jimmy. It's all right, man. You know, what are you? Aren't you like 26 or something? So I mean, you're still fairly young. You're like 26. You got a lot to learn, and you know, maybe this jail time and prison
Just
time,
shimmy
that's
aging
pretty obvious and pretty much guaranteed. Maybe it will teach you your lesson. Maybe it will teach you how to think properly and how to act, and that you can't get online and just act a fool.
What's up,
Because that's the truth.
three-letter
That's what
friend?
most of these folks really need, and what would really help them is just a little basic discipline from the system. And I blame the system for not ever holding them responsible and accountable. That's why I had to do all this to make sure this was a public issue.
Stroking
Because
out.
the system could have been just held them accountable, and then we wouldn't be at this point now, would we? So yeah, no, brother. When you talk about everything you're doing, when you're talking about putting people,
So this is a different sound from where he is usually in, whether it be the awning where the bathrooms are at the park. This is a different sound from when he's in the bathroom in Mom's house. This is a different sound. We have no fucking confirmation yet where he is, where he's sleeping and shit. We have no, it's not been confirmed, but could be
We
in
don't
the
know if
spare
it's
room at
an
Mom's.
indoor bat cave or an outdoor bat cave.
Well, it could be a trans-dimensional glory.
Could be.
God
Could
damn
be
it.
both indoor and outdoor at the same time.
information out, everything that the Red Triangles already did,
Hell,
right?
sorry, Tom.
Everything that y'all do, that you do to create fear, every single one of those is a separate felony. The reason you're on an FBI watch list, brother, let me explain to you, is because of your own actions. Nobody had to call anybody, obviously. Nobody had to report anything. Nobody had to say anything because you did it to yourself. All the FBI has to do is decide they're going to finally do their job and investigate. And if they turn on the internet, it's public platform. It's all right there, right? And the truth is, Batman's already done half the work because the entire federal indictment list is on the True Alpha Dating Advice channel with names and channels and everything.
That's it.
I'm way ahead of you, like way ahead of you folks, bro. Are you serious, bro? I knew all this stuff like years ago, bro. They could have been made these arrests. It took y'all this long. So now are you going to look into that matter with Tiffany Chrisman, Cat Smith, and Lamar Wills up in Benton Harbor, Michigan? Are you going to look into that? Because you need to look into all of it. You can't look at parts of it and keep making your own rules. So I hope we're not going to do that and act like these other folks that can't do their job. I hope we're going to actually do our job now, right? So, I mean, at what point and how long does it take to just do folks' job? I mean, you can't just let these are the most serious situations in the world. What happened to Tiffany Chrisman? It can't get no more serious than that.
Blue Sheriff has had about enough Keystone Lights and then went off campus drinking before I got home, and then got home and then went on campus drinking again. So yeah, it's Thanksgiving, bud.
So if you got folks that possibly, I don't care if there's a hint or a chance that folks on this network were working in collusion and now they're just picking and targeting who they
High
want
as a
and doing
motherfucker.
crimes to that level, and if there's even an inkling of truth to that or a hint that that may be possible, how would you have not investigated this like when it happened? That's my question. So don't tell me you all do your job, because you don't. That's the fact. No, I'm not a happy customer. No, I'm not. No, I'm not in cahoots with no one. No, I'm not a friend to none of you. I think this is embarrassing and ridiculous that it's taken this long and that they're still going to take this long. Like, how many years are you going to wait? So now you got folks on a watch list. This is what I'm saying, why we have to have a Batman, because not one agency will just do the job and do what needs to be done. So how long now that you have them on a watch list, are you going to surveil them for years like you do all these gangs? That you just sit there and watch them in the neighborhoods while they run rampant and literally the neighborhood goes to hell because you won't do anything? Is that what we're going to do? Are we going to watch them, or are you going to actually make the arrest? That's what I want to know. The biggest joke I've ever seen. That's why nobody takes any of y'all seriously. That's the truth. I'm going to say everything about how I feel. And when we get in court, trust me, I'm going to really be talking. When I get in court, trust me, I'm going to be talking the entire time. Y'all going to hear me. Believe that. I already know folks not going to want to show up to court. You understand? And like I said, the people who are being held accountable, if they don't show up to court, there's going to be warrants put out for your arrest. You better get ready to get smart. Nah, brother, it's the biggest federal lawsuit the world has ever seen. You understand? This comprises everyone. This has to do. Carly Fiorina is connected to this. She can't get out of it, allegedly, but it's obvious as hell. She tampered with my trust. That's a fact, right? We'll say allegedly, but it's a fact, and I have concrete proof of it, and everybody knows. Even the university was a witness to it. So what do you mean? She's a part of this, right? Which would then connect and link what? What is that link to it? The corporate America. She worked for HP. She was the CEO, right? Jay Austen's father worked for Silicon Labs. Tommy Sotomayor worked for IBM. Are you starting to notice a common theme here? Again, I don't believe that any of these companies make their profit off of selling product. I think they make their profit off of trafficking. And now you've got a guy on YouTube openly admitting and saying that there's folks doing trafficking, which we already know for a fact that the Red Triangles do trafficking. That I have complete confirmation of. That I know for an actual fact. Okay, they may not be very good at it. They may be some small timers, but they 100% are trying to do it, and they're involved in a lot of illegal activity. You understand? It's not about whether they're, successful. I mean, these are some of the slowest people I've ever seen, but I know for a fact that they make some money because they're doing a bunch of illegal activity. Does that make sense? I mean, there's all sorts of investigations that should have been launched and things that need to be looked into. Like, come on, bro. Them folks was right there in Houston off of that DFW and Airport Drive or whatever, right out there by that little place. I forget what it's called, right? And I know they were doing illegal activity, right? So what are you talking about? Like, straight up, what are you talking about? That was all these people. Those are the members of the Red Triangles. So what are you talking about? That's what I don't understand. Like, you folks keep acting like you're confused or something, then you want folks to not talk about it. Like, that don't make no sense. You know what I mean? It's like they want to stop you from solving the puzzle and solving the crime and actually getting it where the criminal's apprehended. I mean, that should be the goal. So what do you mean? I mean, like I said, that's just the truth, bro. Like, come on, son. You got to really get real with yourself, man. Come on, bro. Like, real talk. I'm going to say it again. Ashley Wheeler, the hunchback sister, right? For a fact is involved in crime, right? Both of them, right? You could say allegedly, but it's a fact, right? You got Jennifer Benish, right? All these people, bro. What are you talking about? These are people who said out their own mouth. That
why Jenny got to come up into this?
Me, bro. What are you talking
why
about?
Jenny got to be here?
Everything I heard and said. If you don't like it, don't say it in front of me. How about that? Get smart. You folks funny as hell, bro. Real talk. That's what Jennifer Benish said out her own mouth. That's a fact. But y'all don't want to talk about that, right? Huh? Yeah. So why do y'all talk so much smack? Why do you talk so crazy? Like, is that something to brag about?
Jenny, I know you're listening. We would love to hear what you have to say about this.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, bro, if you get government benefits like that and you live off a government check, they have stipulations and criteria you have to meet. Like, they tell you can only work so many hours, you can only do this. You get
time for a direction change.
Y'all don't, bro. I know for a fact that reading has to do with all that too, because I know all about that with that what it explained basically. I already know that's going on because it was obvious. These folks, what you have to understand, bro, is I had to see. Like, I've seen too much. Like, I just know what I saw. I know what I've, how to explain it. Like, I know what I witnessed, and I have visions and stuff, so I don't have to be around or be there to see things. Like, I just understand what's going on to a T. 100%. I see it crystal clear as hell, bro. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you got Siobhan Crow, right? I mean, bro, the video.
All right, we're gonna pause right now.
Oh, he's calling out all the kitchen witches.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind that right there real quick.
Crystal clear as hell, bro. You know what I mean? So like I said, you got Siobhan Crow.
We wanted to make it crystal clear as hell. Siobhan Crow, kitchen witches.
Right? I mean, bro, the video came out with her, right? Remember the video? You don't remember the video? I've talked about it a million times. So, I mean, that video is incriminating evidence right there, right? Allegedly, right? But it is. So, I mean, you got that. I mean, you got Erica.
This is live.
The other one, El Frost Vivo. I got the voicemails, right? I got everything, bro. Like, do you understand that these people have committed so many federal crimes? It's unreal. See, my thing is with me, I'm not doing anything unless it's my decision and on my terms. You understand? I'm taking this to court my way as a federal lawsuit. But I just think it's funny as hell, because these people are being held accountable by the system. Yep. You think that those names aren't already on that FBI watch list as well? You don't think that they talk to them? If they haven't, they dropping the ball, and they're going to have to at some point.
All right. So when Sham goes to federal prison, do you guys have papers in order where everything's going? I mean, are you guys prepared?
Yeah. We got everything in a trust under Carly Fiorina.
I mean, where's all this stuff in the garage going?
Going to Carly. She's gonna watch over
Basically,
it
it's
for
to the
us.
point.
Fuck it.
I believe that any name I say publicly, they're going to have to do the same thing. They're going to have to talk to them, and they're going to have to put them on an FBI watch list. It's that simple. Common sense. Because I mean, and that's the thing. Like, are you going to just pay attention? You have to go look into all their past. You got to look at what they've been doing for all these years and hold them accountable for that. You can't be like, oh, well, we're watching you now. Well, yeah, if you're watching now, they're going to sit there and try to act like they're goody two shoes, right? That's not the way it works. It just seems to me like all these folks have it confused. But I know God is real. If God got it to this point and made them, where they have to do their job eventually, finally, I mean, then it is what it is. But that's my only thing. There ain't no excuse, bro. It don't take this many years, bro, to do your job and just do, basic service.
God damn it. CIA. I've already pledged to buy Shamrock new shower Crocs. Week
Thanks,
she's
guys.
in there. God damn it.
We appreciate you.
Oh, that's a sacrifice. Dude, that's taking one for the team, dude. That's love.
Services and basic things, bro. Like, that's your job, bro. I'm just being real. Like, I'm being 100%. Like, if I was in charge of any of this stuff or any companies, I guarantee you that if it was my job, I would not take this long to just, that makes no sense, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's like none of them want to fulfill their duty and do their job. That stuff is crazy, man. It's embarrassing. But like I said, don't worry. We're clearly going to have our day where I get to, call y'all out publicly in front of everyone. And, a lot of it, will probably be in courts or speaking in person. And I'll get to actually say how I feel right in front of you. That's going to be the best part. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. So, yeah, like I said, it's all coming to pass now. It's all happening right now. Like I said, God is real. I keep telling you this. Yeah, I just had a reading and download confirmation. Just the most recent one actually came out, and it said they're living a double you-know-what, and it said they're on an FBI watch list. And now homeboy Rudy Jimmy comes out and says he's on an FBI watch list, but y'all don't think that I have divine intervention?
You know what? Man, have you ever been on a you-know-what?
I don't think so. I'm definitely sure I've never been on a double you-know-what.
Right hand throne of God. Come on, bro. It's like God told me they're going to have no choice but to respect you. Exactly. And that's why I'm getting chosen. Why do you think the new movie had him where he was working with like the NYPD? He was working with one of the guys who I think was like CIA undercover, right? So it may not have been with the NYPD, but he was around them. Remember when they were sitting there looking at him when he walked through the hallway? The depiction is about me, smart one. I'm going to be in New York, and I'm going to be working with these agencies to catch criminals. If you can't figure that out by now, you're a little bit behind, brother. Okay? That's just a fact. See, you don't get it. This is really my job now.
God damn it, CIA, get out. You're undercover.
So we're going to need a Batman, and that's the point, is that I'm going to be the one who moves in the street, and I do what I want independently, right? Because I already do a good job. I don't need nobody telling me how to do my job, nor are they going to, and I operate independently. So there's going to be folks that, of course, don't like me, just like in the depiction, because they're corrupt. Starting to catch the drift and get smart here, partner. Everybody fears the Batman or respects the Batman. It's one or the other or both.
Everyone.
You understand? So my whole point is, yeah, and they probably going to have to put me on a payroll too. You understand? You know what I mean? It may not be them, but it'll be somebody. Somebody's going to have to pay me and put me on a payroll. I can almost assure you.
Payroll is
and that
really
depiction,
low.
Right? With who, right? Robert Pattinson, right? Like I said, it all makes perfect sense, bro. And that's probably the kind of suit that I'm going to have too.
Put him on a payroll?
Even the flying technology that they used, right? I mean, it's pretty interesting. I'm just going to say that. It's pretty interesting. I hope that if I fly a lot cleaner than that. That was ridiculous. I hope it doesn't go the way they depicted it. That was pretty bad. But that is the new flying technology. It's that little thing, and you just pull.
New flying technology since the Wright brothers.
The tab or whatever, and it pops out or whatever. Buoyancy type. I hope that
we got to figure this out real quick. Oh, gee, real quick. I don't know if we can do this real quick, but this has got to be.
Like I said, it all makes perfect sense, bro. And that's probably the kind of suit that I'm going to have too, something close to that. Even the flying technology that they used, right? I mean, Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm just going to say that it's pretty interesting. You know, I hope that if I fly a lot cleaner than that. That was ridiculous. I hope it doesn't go the way they did technology. That little thing, and you just pull the tab or whatever, and it pops out or whatever, and you're able to fly. And it's like a big buoyancy type thing. You know, it looks like a river raft. You know, and it's like being a balloon, and you're like flying, like it's a real thing. So I know that that's real flying technology, and it may be what we incorporate and what we have to use. I don't know. I was hoping that we can do it a way that's cleaner than that, but I would want that to be a part of it for sure if it works. You know, either way, it's scary as hell. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I would still want to start where I'm low to the ground and try to figure it out and learn, and I would have to practice it. But hey, you know, Christina and I should have the money. We're going to have the money to do so. You know what I mean? That's what I've been told. So, I mean, what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, we'll have money to waste. We'll have money to do whatever we want. So I can use that money and incorporate and practice until I get it right and get good enough where then I can really use it to do what I'm doing. Because what I'm going to be doing is going to be in the street going hard body, doing what Batman does best. I ain't got to spell it out for you. Homies know what the hell I do. Folks know how I get down, and I followed all the rules. They can never twist it and say, oh, well, you do something you don't know. I know exactly what I do, and I do everything legally in the right way, 100%. So I'm really good at being Batman and good at my job, buddy. See, they weren't used to that. They didn't expect, they can expect a Batman who's reckless and can't think, but to expect a Batman who's a complete genius and never makes a mistake and does things legally the right way, now that's a force to be reckoned with. Now do you see why I keep moving careful and being smart? I told you it pays off. See, I didn't turn soft, buddy. Trust me, I'm worse than all y'all. It's just that I got smart and I learned, hey, I want to preserve a future and have a career that lasts forever. You have to earn respect, and it's all good. It's good things. So it's good things that God taught me and that I learned in the process. So I'm not going to ever forget them, and I keep moving the way that I learned. And I carry everything that I go through with me. That's Batman. I'm Batman. So yeah, like I said, basically keep talking, keep running your mouth. Keep doing your self-snitching live streams. I mean, Rob Rack is another one. You think Rob Rack is not in the same boat? If Groovy Jimmy's on an FBI watch list, there's no way that Rob Rack isn't. And if any of these names, if they haven't done it yet, I mean, they're going to have no choice. They're not. They're going to have no choice but to add every name onto the FBI watch list of folks who are committing crimes online and doing what they're doing. And Rob Rack is one that does the same thing Groovy Jimmy.
I'm at $1.25 and he's still going.
I've ever heard. He's had
and
me
we
at the point
are
that I'm literally like
9 minutes
like,
behind.
Maybe I really do need to like it just don't make no sense. I've never seen someone be able to get on camera and talk and say
I don't give a
things
shit.
that
It's
dude
a holiday.
says. I mean, it's just unreal. You know what I mean? And like, I really asked the question, like, how corrupt are these cities and places? Like, he's in Sacramento, he claims. Like, how have they not arrested this dude? I mean, the stuff, if you hear what he's saying, it is so far on another level. It is so unbelievable and unreal. And for people to express no concern over that is downright disturbing. Okay, the man does. He's not a man.
I had to go back and watch
Doesn't
the
do
scene
live
he was
streams. He
talking
gets
about.
on here and he crashes out and talks reckless on a camera while he hides from the world in a Roach motel room. I mean, there's nothing tough about what you're doing, brother. What are you talking about? These dudes literally act like roaches. I mean, you're talking about you was just in jail. You did like 2 jail bids back to back because you know you're not really the brightest crown in the box. Let's get real. But you did like 2 jail bids for like a minute, right? And blamed everyone else for them when it was really your own doing, you know. But all them people had involvement in it. You didn't stand up to any of them. You had no spine. You didn't address any of them. And then you get out of prison and you're only out for a little hot minute for a little bit, like right now. And then you know you get Daria, and all you do is talk about Daria, Encarnacion, Encarnacion. You're like Tony Yayo, like my dad used to say. You're like Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo. You're like Tony Yayo because you get out of jail and you go right back to jail, brother. That's funny. He said in the one song drama set with Eminem, he said, so you getting out today, huh? He said, yep. He said, cool. I'll see you tomorrow then. And he laughs at him. That's you. You like Tony Yayo.
No, but I do appreciate y'all in the other time zones. Everyone fucking we got here. So yeah, we're doing a late one. We're fucking taking one for the team because it's a holiday. Fuck it.
That's too funny. So yeah, Rob Rat got out of jail for a minute. He's gonna go right back to prison. Watch. It's coming right around the corner. It's guaranteed. It's just common sense. You understand? The man said so much crazy stuff on this network, and what's crazy to me, I don't even think any of them got paid a dime. They lied. I don't think either one of them made any money. So you just got a bunch of criminals that just crash out. And what they don't understand, okay, is number one, y'all are just so easily manipulated. Like I could play you close all day and you won't even figure it out. And I'm not against you. Honestly, I'm not. I've been genuine with everybody, but I'm also not your friend and I'm not your homeboy.
No.
You understand? I'm paying attention, number one, because you're entertaining as hell. I mean, these are the funniest criminals I've ever seen. And number two, because I'm paying attention to what the hell you're doing, boy. Like I can see that you do a bunch of illegal stuff, so I'm paying attention. Like, I do have to spell it out for folks? I'm Batman, homie. I mean, I'm Batman. Like, are you serious? These folks are hilarious. So, yeah, like I said, Rob Rack, if Groovy Jimmy's really on the FBI watch list, if what he said is true out of his own mouth, and this is all proven on camera on his own channel, if that's a fact, there ain't no way Rob Rack isn't. There ain't no way. So, I mean, like I said, I think that that's what's going to happen. I think the FBI is going to be talking to all these folks. If they haven't already, then they probably looking for them and trying to figure out where they at so they can talk to them. That's what I think. And once they all talk to them, I mean, if they talk to you like that and if they tell you you're on FBI watch list, bro, that's a cause for concern. I would be scared as hell if I were you. 100%. If they said you're on an FBI watch list for what you said, which we all know what it is, right? It's the word that starts with the letter T. Let me think something that rhymes with it. Like Kevin Federline, kind of like that. No.
Kevin Federline, was
think.
he a dancer for
I don't want to use another word. I don't know what it
Spears?
means. I don't know. I'll let y'all figure it out, man. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
They have
know
kids
exactly what I'm
together.
talking about. But yeah, that's what Groovy Jimmy said he's on an FBI watch list for. And the dude's like, but you're not that. You sure about that? Yes, Groovy Jimmy is that. When Groovy Jimmy gets on camera and makes statements the way that he does, first of all, that's enough right there. You already are that. That's concrete proof of it. Number two, if he's enacted on any of those illegal statements of which he has made, sir, because you don't know the law, because you're another backwoods nobody that wants to get on here, you wanted to minimize my workouts. I know who all of you are to an extent on here, and I laughed. It's hilarious, okay? And is that why the other one that's named Scam, is he not coming on the panel frequently right now? Is that because they came and talked to him too? Because he likes to show pill bottles, right? Like I told you, on camera. Like that dude is one of the slowest dudes I've ever seen, and he wants to act like he's hardcore and tough. And this whole time, Batman's paid attention to him the whole time. The whole time, Batman's been speaking on all these folks, and they still can't figure it out that Batman's really good at what he do. Batman's the world's greatest detective. See, you should have been talking to me real respectful.
Boys
you
getting fired up
when you saw me around. You see, you folks never think. Hell, I'm Batman himself, and if I saw Batman around, I'd be a little nervous. Like, what? Like you in the middle of committing your crimes and talking, and they want to say all this stuff. Oh, I'm so gangster. Oh, forget Tyree Sneed and blah blah this. But meanwhile, Batman just comes on the panel.
I'm gonna pump him up
like,
to a buck and a half.
Does that sound like a guy who's sitting and playing about what he does? Like, I see everything you're doing, Groovy. I see it. You're a fake critic. I mean, the Batman made a whole song about the same dude. Oh, Rob Whack, whack. When there's a Batman out in the streets, okay, the vigilante of the night, and Batman has made a customized song with your name on, oh, Rob Whack, whack. I'd be a little nervous.
All right, we're at crackhead speed 1.5.
Like, that's not a cause for concern. That's like a pterodactyl screaming your name out every day. If a pterodactyl starts singing to me, I'm going to be a little concerned, or a dragon.
If a pterodactyl,
I walk under the bridge and hear, "Oh, Danny boy." That's the song that the dragons would sing. The pipes are calling. Be the creepiest thing ever. The dragon singing. Get the hell out from underneath this bridge. Something's not right here. Try to get back across the moat to my captain. Yeah, if superheroes are singing your name, you probably should be a little worried. You might want to be concerned. So yeah, like I said, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I mean, like I said, I have nothing to do with this. I wish all y'all the best. Real talk, I was sitting there rooting for them, hoping they'd get their act together, you know? I mean, Rob Rack wants to say God's name in vain. That was a no-no. I mean, is that what happened? Y'all spoke God's name in vain, and God said, okay, cool, now you're on the FBI watch list. I told you God is real, homie. Hey, you don't listen. You don't listen too well. Yeah, don't ever say my father's name in vain. I done told you that already, pardon me. So like I said, it's just the inevitable, man. Just like my success is inevitable, my rise is inevitable, because I got God with me, and that's just the truth. That's how I feel. So I'm gonna say it. I said it before, and I'm gonna
Is
say it
what it
again.
is.
Yeah, there's federal indictments and arrests coming. It's right around the corner. You know what I mean? And like I said, like I have respect for folks. I have respect for folks in whatever position and whatever job you do. But just please, I just want folks to do their job. That's all. That's all it's about. Real talk. It's never been anything personal. Never been anything against
Just
anybody.
do your
But I
job.
just I don't understand why things take so long. But then again, it's all good. You know, it's all good because it's God's timing. It's divine timing. But I am going to speak and say what I need to say because I need to be heard, and these things need to be said. Somebody has to get at everyone and let them know, hey, you know, you need to do your job. That's just that simple. You have to have someone like me because, like I said, if it wasn't for me and my rough, tough love attitude and talking to folks like that, all these things would have never been done. So you better give me all the credit, brother. Yeah, I told y'all I don't just operate in the streets. Oh yeah, I get out in the streets hard body. I come up against criminals and whoever, but I also come up against the corrupt. I come up against the real criminals, right? And I also work on all these cases like this and all these different instances, and I pay attention and I study these criminals. So like I said, I mean, that's the thing. Like you don't get, I'd be paying attention to y'all without trying. I don't even really watch that often. Like I said, is that why Scam hasn't been coming on the panel with his pill bottles? Is he worried now? Did they go talk to him and let him know while he was sitting in his Section 8 rented little, you know, four-cornered room with his little AC behind him that doesn't work right? If you're on an FBI watch list, buddy, they're going to look into where you spend your money too, concerning these women, what you kept bragging about and talking about how they was taking your money. You got played by one of them. That's crazy. I mean, it's all good if you had a lot of money. I mean, it's what you're doing is all good, but it's all good if you had a lot of money. But when you barely have anything like you, I mean, you getting played. I can just picture you right now getting played out of like $800. Like, oh yeah, that happens. But you got to understand, if you're on an FBI watch list, they're going to ask you about that. They're going to look into that too because that is illegal, sir. You do realize it's illegal to pay for that. You do understand that, right? So my question is, if you were a criminal and a thug, which none of you are, and well, I am, you know, but we're not the same. We don't do the same stuff. But I'm just saying, if you were a criminal and a real thug, and I'm calling myself a criminal, but I definitely know how to think like a criminal, and I definitely outsmart the criminals. And that's the point. Is like I can't
The mental gymnastics.
What
come up like a
the?
street thug in the street for real. So I know how to think like one, and I'm ahead of all of them because I've already come head to head with all
Can you write that down? All that?
No.
Can,
the real thugs and criminals. That's the truth. I used to have street beef with all the real street savages and win. So that's why I talk the way I talk and why my demeanor is the way it is. And this is why it's applicable to everything I do.
apple lickable. Apple lickable street savage. I got to write that down. Hold on. Apple lickable street savage. All right, let's go.
See, my job is never to make myself look good. I wasn't looking for any accolades or any publicity or anything, but I did hear God told me that they're going to give me credit for all this, which I'm very happy about, some recognition. They said, you're finally going to get recognition. That'll be awesome. But just understand, when folks talk about Batman and talk about me, you have no choice, man. And it shouldn't be about you have no choice. Folks should have been showing me respect day one. I've been on these cases for this entire time, paying attention and doing my part, and I've assisted and I've helped the right way, and I'm just a civilian, bro. Give me my credit, man. Like real talk, bro, 100%. They should recognize and give me recognition, and I deserve the key to the city for Brownsville. Tell me when I'm wrong. So when you talk about Batman, make sure you talk about how I put him out.
Is there a kitty?
Apparently, that store have to pack their bags
for
and move their business
Brownsville?
somewhere else, or I put them out of business, right? How I put a whole bunch of other
Really, what he
organizations out of
wants is
business,
the key that opens the park bathroom at night.
right?
That's
How
fair.
I used to put illegal organizations out of business all the time before I even put on the bat suit.
Parks
now,
and Recreation.
I have everything to do with the fact that, well, there's a federal indictment coming, and there's a whole bunch of federal indictments and arrests about to be made. Like I said, it was because of me. I wasn't only the whistleblower. I stayed on this the entire time and made sure that this happened. See, I'm justice. I am vengeance. And I told you this, and you all wanted to sit there and play with me and pretend this was a game. Is it a game now? Is it a game now? And now I want to see how you're going to play this one off and laugh this one off, because I'm going to tell you who's laughing. Batman, all the way to the bank, baby. I'm going to get paid while y'all are going to jail. I did a man dark laugh now.
Did he
He's
turn into
laughing.
Voldemort?
He's laughing a lot. The phrase "the key to Brownsville, Texas" can refer to several different concepts, such as the city's role to a major gateway to Mexico via international bridges, its new connection to a space exploration. Oh, okay. And then it goes into SpaceX, which is right there across the street. All right. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Oh my goodness, you're never going to figure it out. Real talk. Isn't that the Woody Woodpecker laugh? Boy, stop it. I told you folks not to play with the technique. I told you. I told you I'm a real gangster. Oh my God. Like, I don't even come from this. This ain't what the hell I used to do. I was in the streets with it. You understand? I'm just really smart. That's how I know all this stuff. That's why I'm so good at it. Like, I've been in the streets too long, homie. Y'all should have never dropped me off in Green Bay and had me walking around all night with nowhere to go or sleep. Remember that, Jennifer Benish? You're responsible for that. Guess what? If all of you are on the FBI watch list, they're going to question you about all that too. They have to question you about every little part of evidence that I bring forward.
Jenny, we need some funding.
Because it's all facts they have to look into, buddy. And guess what? I know the truth that all y'all guilty of. All of this stuff I'm talking about, I know it's all a fact.
We need some change.
And half of it is on camera somewhere. The videos are somewhere, or they're out public still. So what you gonna say about that? Y'all brag about your crimes you commit. You're hilarious, bro. So if they got the rolling 60s, they just investigated, and I think they're making arrests for this other online,
in more ways than
and y'all didn't pay attention and see the signs that they was gonna, obviously the feds and FBI were going to talk to you next. Y'all ain't paying attention. Y'all look at the YouTube news. Yeah, bro, there's a whole organization online that they're arresting right now that they've been investigating. So, I mean, yeah, I already knew it was clockwork. I knew it was happening. The minute I saw that where it said FBI makes arrests or they're investigating, the FBI is cracking down on all sorts of stuff right now. So, for all you folks, like I said, it just proves how many folks in this country have to do criminal activity and illegal activity just to get by. I said, just to get by. What song is that? Just to get by, just to get by. I'm going to have to find that song. See, y'all got me making up playlists. Y'all got me making customized playlists while you get arrested.
Please, Sticky. Have a good night, bud.
I get in court. And they're like, what do you have to say, Batman?
I'll be back in a minute.
Is that all, Batman? No, I'm not done. All right, I think I'm done. I've had my podium time. Thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy prison, commoners and peasants. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find out if they got visitation rights because I'm trying to go visit y'all in jail and prison. You know what I mean? I'll bring you some Burger King or something and remind you of the free world, just enough to give you a little bit of
visitation rights.
See, if you're sick, I told you I'm messed up. The hood messed me up, bro. It's real talk. I'll bring you some Burger King. You'll think I'm being nice. No, I just want you to taste just a little bit of the outside world, just to give you that little bit of hope. So when you go back to your cell, it's gonna wear on you. I want Burger King. Well, no, you don't get to choose what you want because you're a criminal. Man, y'all are ridiculous. You don't get it. I'd bring the Penguin canned sardines if I could in my spare time. Real talk, I'd bring him whole fish. I'd give him a fish like he did in the movie. And tell him he can run for mayor when he gets out. And the Penguin's slow, he'll believe me. Real talk. That's what the guy did in the movie. He just handed him a fish. He said, "You're gonna run for mayor, Mr. Cobblepot." And the Penguin said, "All right, I'll be mayor." I can make that Penguin the mayor of Brownsville anytime I want. Don't you get it twisted. All I need to do is give him a fish. Y'all be thinking I'm playing. I'm about to go public with the Penguin. I might try to make the Penguin the mayor. Real talk. It'll be a project and we'll get 1 million views for it. He wants to collapse so bad, I might have him do it. He already, in his disgruntled state of mind, he already tried to, do what he did, you know what I mean, at that Dairy Queen. You know what I mean? That lady that was working at Dairy Queen was super nice. They were all super nice. And then after the Penguin and his brother pulled their stunt, what was so funny is the staff came outside and talked to me and loved me and took pictures with me for Snapchat and stuff. Isn't that hilarious? They did what they did. They left me at the Dairy Queen over there, and the girl sitting there at the register, she turns to the right because she can't miss it, and all she sees is Batman stand up out his seat. As soon as they left, Batman stands up out his seat just like a real Batman would and puts on his steel armor suit right in front of her in the mask. He puts on the whole suit and then walks about 10 miles, back. Like, they witnessed a real Batman moment. Them folks really did what they did in there. Yes, they did. I think so. And they got cameras in there. So you understand, when I hire an attorney, my attorney could probably pull the camera footage. They'll let me have it. They're nice to me. They're all my fans, buddy. Real talk. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if the brother of the Penguin were tampering, with anything, it'll be on camera.
That episode where he was at Dairy Queen with Jared, that was probably the greatest, one of the top 5 trolling episodes of Joey of this year. To make him walk home 10 plus miles to go back to mom's house. And then get G-checked by a couple drunk Mexicans on the way home. That was probably one of the better episodes of the year.
Uh-oh. All the things that y'all try to normalize on here and talk about that always for me was a red flag and sent warning signs. And I was like, what's wrong with these people? Like, why do you keep talking like that? There was nothing, no policing of this, no stopping of it. I mean, these people have ran reckless for decades. So for me to put a stop, because that's what I've done effectively, for me to put a stop to this illegal organization that expands out and is this large, I mean, there's probably thousands, if not millions of people connected to this. For me to do what I've just done, I'm sorry, I'm proud as hell, bro. I done did my job, bro. I did what nobody else could, and nobody in these agencies or departments would have done it because they don't even think it's their job description, and I'm sorry, but they're not smart enough. That's the truth. They couldn't do it. They needed Batman to do it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I'm not here to sugarcoat stuff. I'm here to tell you the raw truth, whether you like it or not. You need a Batman. You know what I mean? God answered your prayers. Y'all asked for a Batman, so God gave you the real thing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I said, I'm never saying nothing. Like, all respect to them. All respect to everyone. And hell, I try to work with these people every day. You know, I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm just saying, I mean, they needed help. You know, like nobody else could do it. You know, like she said, why do you have to do this? Because nobody else can. So, like I said, I don't know, man. I know some good things are going to come from this, man. I know once they make those arrests and this is all solidified, and I can prove publicly and talk about this when it, you know, when it's all said and done, and I can come out publicly and really talk freely, and we can finally have a chat room too, because they're going to probably have to take y'all internet privileges away. I know for sure they're not going to let you keep typing to me on here, just coming over here while I'm here running a full-scale 5-star business, and you're just jelly. They ain't going to let you do that.
5-star.
Right now. And here's the other thing: if you continue to have people do that while y'all are, you know, locked up or in jail or prison, right? If you continue to have folks do that, that's easy because they'll just investigate that immediately and figure out where it's coming from. They can track IPs and all that. Yes, they can. So then they'll figure out until, you know, they basically are able to apprehend every member of the Red Triangles. So I can guarantee you at some point I will be able to have an open chat room and not have to worry at all. And that was all I wanted, was my civil rights and my freedom that my ancestors did everything for in this country for me to have. I deserve that. I would want that for my kids when I have my own kids. I would want that for anybody. You know what I mean? So I'm just standing up for my rights and civil liberties and all of yours.
All right. He has ended. So we have, let me sober up here for a second. We only have a couple minutes left, and then we'll be out of here. By the time we take it out, I will be debuting a new song. That guy had a lot of inspiration with this, and it is called, the fuck is it called? Transdimensional. God damn it, I can't even fucking. We'll figure it out. Transdimensional glory hole.
We all deserve freedom in this country, man. This is America, and that's what I stand up for, is freedom. And that's why I do all this, because there's no choice. There's no choice. As a real American, you have to stand up, and you just proved that everything I ever did was heroic. I never did anything wrong. I stood up for myself. I protected my assets. I protected my life. I protected myself. I protected my family. I protected other people, and I stood up for all my people every single time but sundown. So now the truth comes out that I've been the good guy and the hero the entire time, buddy. I was never doing anything wrong. I was standing up to you folks because you're pure evil and you're no good, and you're some cowards at that. And y'all ran from me, all of them. I backed them all down. So, hell, half the folks, I got them where they ran out all these neighborhoods and they had to pack their bags and move to other cities and states. That's a fact, homie. That's what I'm saying. Batman don't play. Y'all play, but Batman don't. So like I said, I'm doing my job. I'm on point, little homie. That's all I got to say for now, man. I just think it's absolutely hilarious. And they're going to keep doing what they do. They're going to keep self-snitching. They're going to keep on doing the incriminating live streams. And them other folks that talking like that backwoods dude, I mean, you were part of this. If you was on that Groovy Jimmy panel and you were there consistently, not me, I don't go over there like that. If you're on that panel consistently and you're partaking and participating verbally in what's going on,
we're going to pick it up.
I mean, you're responsible for your own actions. You're not responsible for what a grown man like Groovy Jimmy or anyone says on a panel. Okay, that doesn't matter. But if you're over there and they can see that you're clearly a part of and assisting, and if they find out you're in a Discord server with Groovy Jimmy or Rob Rack or any of these people in the Red Triangles, oh, 100%.
Hell, sorry.
That's charges, bro. That's felony charges of that. I told y'all, stop committing felonies across state lines. You're all guilty of collusion and conspiracy. And this is going to be the biggest, I think, the biggest RICO case in the history of all time. And these people thought they're going to get fame and a name off of it. No, you're just going to go to prison. That's it. There's no name in it for you. You don't get fame in it. You don't get no award, no cookie. That's why we always.
Yes, sir.
Sham's not feeling great, so I'm going to go ahead and drop off.
No, you're all good, bro.
Wow.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah,
Thanks for spending time.
Ask you, do you want a cookie? The bad news, I'm the bad news bears. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you don't get a cookie or a trophy, buddy. Okay, the only cookie you're going to get is if you're lucky enough for them to give you a raisin cookie in your little tray while you're in prison. I'll tell you one thing right now, you ain't getting no famous Amos. Hell no, you in jail, they ain't going to give you no famous Amos cookies. You'll never eat grandma's cookies again. You're going to be locked up forever. Oh, you folks ain't never getting out of prison. Never. I'll never let you win. Never. So like I said, well, I hold 226 world records. I will be setting world records where all you folks are in prison.
229.
I'll be on vacation probably at the Hawaiian tropic island, sipping a mojito with Christina with me, meeting my every need and beck and call. Ooh la la. More laughter. And the other thing, I'll be eating a lot of birthday cake. Because that's my thing. When I win, I like to celebrate by eating a birthday cake. They're absolutely delicious. And for some of you special criminals out there, I'll be eating an ice cream birthday cake. Like I was eating that ice cream in Minneapolis when the penguin was all in his feelings about me. So like I said, for a bunch of people who've never accomplished anything ever and are famous for failing, I mean, you have set the bar and the standard for being a reckless criminal. I mean, literally, I mean, this is going to be the biggest RICO case I've ever witnessed or seen. Literally, I mean, it's going to make the Rolling 60s indictment that just took place look like mouse stuff. It's going to look like nothing. I mean, that Rolling 60s indictment is small in comparison. It's not even close in comparison to how big of a federal indictment this is going to be, because I'm going to make sure that folks do their job. Yes, I am. I'm going to make sure that they don't try to change the story or let a bunch of people run rampant and get. No, I'm going to say every name I can. I'm going to put every piece of information out publicly now. Where they don't have a choice because they can't ignore it. And I know they're going off of what I'm saying. You can tell yourself what they want. They listen. I guarantee you they listen. You got an invincible, immortal Batman who's an immortal vampire running the streets, okay, and the real deal. And the man, I mean, you don't think that the feds and FBI are paying attention to a man who's superhuman and set 226 world records and just did like 120 pull-ups? Well, you better stop it.
Damn, you won't shut up.
Like, y'all are funny as hell, bro.
It's creeping up on 4 o'clock in the morning, his time.
So yeah, these folks thought their crime spree was going to last forever, and it's crazy because y'all ain't even real criminals. You're cyber criminals, bro. The minute you get in prison, ain't none of them folks gonna respect you. You better understand that. They don't respect cyber crimes, bro. That's weak sauce, homie. So that's all I had to say. I just wanted y'all to understand the reality, and like I said, y'all talked about this, not me. Y'all did this to yourselves. You understand? Like that's the thing. They love
an hour and a half. That's all you had to say.
These illegal organizations wanted to sit there and make
not a goddamn thing.
Target. I ain't nobody's target, little homie. I'm a gangster. You picked the right guy. You understand? And now that right guy that you targeted, what did I do? Turned around, I already exposed all the corruption, already made things way less corrupt. Then I turned around and now I'm about to get everyone on federal indictments and everybody going to prison and losing their jobs. Can I win anymore? One day folks will learn to steer clear of me. Trust me. One day folks will learn I'm really not the one to play with. When I tell you I'm not the one, I mean I'm not the one. Because see, I don't let nothing go at all. You see what I'm saying? That's what folks don't get. I don't let nothing go. Y'all don't have a clue. We're all barely getting started with y'all on here. Watch. You got the right one, pal. So yeah, like I said, it is what it is. Federal indictments coming, arrest coming guaranteed, and that's about it, man. God got me. You understand? Like I said, the power of God is real. The power of the Holy Spirit is within me. You understand? I'm unstoppable. I'm the unstoppable immortal Batman. You better run and tell somebody. Run and tell them I said that. So
fucking real.
Like I said, I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Y'all soft. You feel me? Like I said, and we making money too. I'm getting paid for this. I get paid to literally expose you, go hard body in the street, stop the Joker, stop the Penguin, stop the Riddler, stop all of y'all. Right? I get paid to do all this. I get paid, and I create my own budget. I'm a real man. I'm a real boy. I'm a real man. Boy, you better get it right, homie. That's right. I get paid to put y'all out of business. I get paid to shut you down. Don't get no more gangster than that. So y'all talk about Rick Ross. Rick Ross was a CEO, man. He's corrupt. He's a joke. He's another Mason. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I can shut down everything these fake rappers do too anytime I want. I can bring it to anybody, homie. Don't think, like Max D said, don't think it ain't like that. Y'all are funny as hell, bro. Like I said, don't worry. They don't get me involved with all this fake rappers drama. I might be having to save some of you fake rappers. I don't know. You understand? But they don't get me involved. I know on some level. So don't worry. Folks is going to meet me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just most folks are scared to cross paths with me. I'm just telling you the truth, homie. But like I said, this is what I do for a career and a living. It'll never change. And I love what I do, man. It's perfect, man. Ain't it perfect? I mean, imagine being that much of a genius. You make your own career, build a career that's customized to who you are. And you Batman, and like I built the career where it all moves, where I'm always progress and be good. And yeah, I mean, it's a hard career. Don't get me wrong. It's it takes a lot of risk. It takes a lot of courage, and people are going to recognize that. So like I said, folks, like God said, folks have no choice but to respect me. But I love what I do. It's perfect for me, and I know it's going to work out. You know what I mean? That's why God chose me for it. You understand? See, when you got faith in God, man, nothing can stop you. It's like Christina told me today. She said, I can withstand anything with God, my family, and you. I thought that was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And the best part is, it's the truth. So I'll talk to y'all later, man. Like I said, enjoy your internet privileges for now, because pretty soon, common sense, there's going to be federal indictments and folks is about to get arrested. And then for me, it's life-changing. It's just a catastrophic event because, well, it's like Dr. Evil said when he said, oh, I'd be inconsolable. I'd be inconsolable for all of 5 minutes. Scotty Dogs. I'd be inconsolable for all of 5 minutes because I would have to find some other YouTube entertainment to watch. And I've been watching Criminals for so long that I enjoy watching you and your shows. So for me, it would just be.
And that's it. Kind of like the inside or the outside or the upside down, whatever it may be. I'm trying to just get through this and get through the night. And so broke tomorrow. The trans-dimensional glory hole. This is all I got. So we're going to do this and get out. Fuck it. That guy had a lot influence on this song, so you can blame him. So this is your fault, that guy. The trans-dimensional glory hole. Fuck Fuck yeah. I gotta stop that. Yeah, fuck it. We're done. I'm done. I'm cooked. I am fucking drunk as fuck. And that's the good thing about holidays. We get an excuse to get that fucking laid up. So I'm accepting this one. So we're gonna take this one, and I am done.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.